Wednesday, Hollywood Bets Gravel. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Betway Weighted to Win. We've got 8 races we're going to go through on the poly today, and hopefully a good day's racing that we're all looking forward to. You are reminded, of course, about Betway's Weighted to Win show in terms of its Weighted to Win number on 0691643272. That's our WhatsApp number. And if you want to open your Betway account, easiest way is to use the QR code and get involved by doing that. I take it that when you're topping up your account, you're also using Blue Voucher. That's very important. Please be our guest at the Summer Garden. Experience the thrill of the race. Follow us on our social and you could win exclusive tickets to this year's Betway Summer Cup, particularly in the Summer Garden. More about Blue Voucher as we go. Starting in the first race, let's have a look at what the market trends. I can tell you there's a first-timer secret agent, and the trainer, Jurgis Govender, says, will need the run. So that's the latest on that. The market in this particular race, we've got this horse top of the boards, and that's number 1 on the card, who's Driland and Punt, and that's been priced up at 3-10. That's the current price about him. Second choice, number 4, Mount Kennedy, who's at 8-1, and then you can get 10-1 and better bar the 2. I take it the odds-on favourite, Len. Morning, Len. Hard to beat.
Good morning, Clyde. Yes, with Black Platina out of the way, it's sort of opened the door for the favourite Driland and Punt to open his winning account. But I mean, what I wasn't happy about was, I mean, the price, the ridiculous price that they priced him up at 1-3 with Black Platina in the race. Really, it's not giving the punters much of a chance. But in any event, look, as I say, it's cut down to 6 runners. So he's got 5 horses to beat. So he should be, he should be good enough to be a banker in the buy pot. But if you had looked at his last run, I mean, I wasn't impressed at all. And there didn't seem to be much stable confidence on that occasion either. He drifted off the boards from, I think, 7-2 to 6.5-1. So, but in a field of this caliber, I expect him to go very close.
Yeah, you would imagine so. The field, the balance of the field, the substance thereof is very, very weak. And so we bank a number 1, Driland and Punt. In the opening buy pot, there we go. That's from Len, and it's a 200 Rand per. Okay, so the second race, we take the starting stalls now to the 1,200 metre mark. It's a maiden plate for fillies and mares, this particular event. It is the start of the place accumulator. And the latest on the betting is number 8, Spirit of Shimla, is top of the boards, and that's been priced up at 13-10. The comment from the stable, there is a comment, and I can quickly read or share that with you from the Dean Kannemeyer stable. And they basically say, will need the experience, which is quite interesting, because normally they say including exotics. In this case, will need the experience. So that's the current favourite at this point in time, that I can share that with you. You've just seen the Blue Voucher pop up over there, and just a reminder particularly to our VIP punters, that the blue is anonymous. Your card never leaves your wallet. You want speed, it's instant. You buy, type, bet before the odds change. And in terms of availability, well, you grab one right inside your banking app, or from retailers, informal merchants, petrol stations, 24/7. And if you want control, well, prepaid spending, no surprises, no overspend with Blue Voucher. So, Spirit of Shimla tops the boards 13-10. 4 Queen Fen is currently trading at 28-10, second favourite. And number 7, Are You Ready, is also a first-timer. She's priced up at 9-2. What do they say? What does Tony Riverland say about that? He says, will likely be green. So I'm not sure what you do. There's been interest, Len, for Spirit of Shimla. I see it has shortened a little bit. But just having another look at the market. Yeah, there was some, shortened into 13-10. And I think opened up around 22-10. So there has been interest in the baby.
Yes, Clyde, certainly. He's shortened in from 28-10 to, well, according to my betting here, it's 11-10. Yeah, with due respect to the field, yeah, it's really a moderate bunch of maidens. And it's not going to be surprising to see if one of the first timers win, despite the trainers' comments saying that they're not quite ready, or they're green, or they're going to need the experience. Their ability will probably bring one of them through. And I'm tending to side with the one that's been backed, because trainer Dean Canema is very good at getting his babies to win first time up. And of the race runners, Queen of Fen has the best credentials, and she should be in the shake-up, along with Time and Paris, who showed some good pace last time over the 12, and comes back to the 1,000. No, I beg your pardon, it's still a 12. I beg your pardon. Yes, for the bipod, I'm including the two of them, the first timer and Queen of Fen.
Okay, well, they're both going into your play then. Queen Fen and Spirit of Shimla, 4 and 8 in the place accumulator race 2. And our next leg of the PA, of course, we're hoping that horse comes through for us, Zephos, who runs a bit later. But this perm costs $288. On to race number 3 on the card now. This is a maiden over 1,200 meters, this particular event. It's the Pick 6, and it should run at about 10 to 2, so be sure to get your Pick 6 on. Best way to top up your account, if you haven't already done so, you can just go to any one of your banking apps. Just going to have a quick look here. Blue Voucher now on Capitec, FNB, Absa, Standard Bank, Nedbank, Discovery Bank, and African Bank, only to name but a few. You remember, you type your 16-digit PIN, your betting balance updates instantly. No cards, just simple and instant. Blue Voucher keeps your details private and your bets quick, perfect for VIP punters, and you need to act now if you want to top up your Betway account, or any account that you're using, of course. This is 1,200, it's open maiden, and there's number 5, Zephos, is top of the boards, priced up at 12 to 10, but they've been nibbling away at him all of the while, Zephos. He was bigger than that. 7 Fine Dining is trading at 33 to 10 as the second favourite. Number 1, Roy's Blossom, is priced up at 7 to 2. Number 3, George's Bomb, 7 to 1. The 4, Gimme the God, is trading at 7 to 1, and it's 14 to 1 and better about the balance. I guess Zephos has been ultra consistent, Len. Hopefully today's his day.
Clyde, yes, Zephos, obvious horse on form, having finished runner-up in his last 3 races, and I expect him to go close today. Because we need bankers in the Pick 6, I've opted to banker him in all play. But I do say that with tongue-in-cheek, because when a horse keeps finding something to beat them, second, it's worrisome. But like I say, we need bankers. So I'm taking a chance with him. We know what kind of a race we're going to get. We're going to get a genuine run, but he just, for some reason, hasn't been finishing off his races. So I am a bit concerned, but like I say, cost-wise, we need to banker something. Roy Blossom comes back in trips. I think she's looking for a bit further. Fine Dining, in fact, Fine Dining beat Zephos on a little cracker run. But she's coming back from a bit of a rest, so that's why I've opted to go with Zephos as a banker.
Okay, so we'll banker that to 5 in our first leg of the Pick 6. We've got another banker later on today. That perm cost $97,972 for a full unit. Welcome everybody, welcome back. Let's move on to our next race number 4 now, which is the first leg of the jackpot. And let me give you some sort of idea what the story is here. It's a C stakes over 1,200 meters. In the stakes race, you look at what horses are best in. A horse like Ile d'Orange, number 4 on the card, is a kilo or 2 better in than everything else in this race. But the market has got money coming for number 7, Bank Street, who continues to shorten in the betting. Bank Street shortened from 4 to 1 into 5 to 2. So that's the latest move. 9 United Nation, also money for that, shortened from 4 to 1 into 5 to 2. So support for the top 2. Number 2, Beemanesque, has got his confidence back after dropping in the ratings and winning his last start. He's 9 to 2, but at this point in time, no money for him. And number 8, Panetti, opened at 4 to 1, is now 5 to 1. They bet 14s and better the balance. So the market indicating 7 and 9 here, Len.
Yes, Clyde, I see there's been money for both of them. But for me, it's quite a competitive race. There's quite a number of runners that I think are capable of winning. Look, United Nation, I mean, he's unbeaten on the poly track, having won 3 out of 3. He does have an awkward drawn out at 9, but he has good gate speed, so I'm sure he can overcome that without too much problems. Then a horse like Panetti, he finished a good second, first run out the maidens, and he should be ideally distributed to this distance. And then obviously Bank Street, he's in good form. Horse like Beemanesque, the Joburg rider, I mean, he's come back to his best that's on. And who knows? I mean, if he's never been on the poly track, maybe he takes to the poly track. He might take to it like a duck takes to water. So you've got to include him. And then a couple of others. Fortress of Fire's been gelded. I would throw him into the play, and a horse like Magic Surprise.
Okay, so
It's
there'll be
a bit competitive.
okay, a few of those in there. The lane's going quite a few. Will be asking, some may be asking why Serena Moodley's not riding Bank Street. Well, he's not riding today. He hasn't got rides this afternoon. And in our jackpot, we're going the field. So 1 through 10 in the first leg. We have got a banker later on. Coming up in race number 6 on the card, we're banking that horse Alana. And at the back of the jackpot, we're going 1, 2, and 3. Let's go to race number 5 now, and this is the middle stakes over the 1800 meters. They have scratched that horse, number 6, My Boy Lollipop. It's a small field of just the 6 runners. The betting at this point in time on this Wednesday morning's got the 3 Plum Pudding top of the boards. That's favourite, priced up at 2 to 1 about her. Calvin Habib is there to ride her. 1 El Rey Vienne is the second choice at 7 to 2. Number 2, She's a Bomber, 7 to 2. Number 7, Afropolitan. There's been a bit of money for that. I see is shortened in from 4 to 1 into 7 to 2. So money for him. And then what else have you got? Number 5, 6, Hot Fix, who's priced up at this point in time at 15 to 2. Sundance Kid is 8 to 1. And that means all runners have been quoted. So generally 7 to 2 the field, Len, I guess small but competitive.
Yes, Clyde, 100%. Of the 6 runners, anyone can win here. El Rey Vienne, he's his favourite course, and he should again give a good account of himself. Excuse me. But like I say, it's a very open race, and try and include as many as possible.
Okay, all of them are going in. The first leg of the jackpot, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7 by Banker 3, by 1, 2, 3, by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 162 Rand second jackpot opportunity. This is a class 4, fillies and mares, so it's a handicap. They're going now over the 1800 meters. Number 7 is not running in this race. That's been taken out. Leave you with a field of 9 runners. Should run at around 25 to 4, the 6th race. Opportunity of 6, 7, 8, which is the final pick 3 of the day. Blue Voucher, remember to use that across South Africa, from betting platforms to connectivity and airtime. It's accepted everywhere that matters. So when you're ready to play, Blue's ready too. Favourite here, number 3, Alana, tops the board. She's 3 to 1. She's Len's banker of the day. 6, Miss Twinkle is joint at 3 to 1. So market's got them those two. 2, Sign of Fate is 4 to 1. And then 9 to 2 about number 5, La Madalena. After that, you can get 7 to 1, 8 to 1, and better about the balance. Tell us more about this horse, Alana, Len.
Yes, Clyde, look, if at first look at the race, you think it's a very open race. And I mean, the betting would suggest it's an open race. But I really do have this filly, Alana. I think she's a real decent sort. She was only went down narrowly last time behind the Ice Rain. And prior to that, she ran 5.5 lengths of Golden Palm in the feature race. Drew 9 out of 11 that day. I really do think she's going to take a lot of beating here. And I've decided I'm going to put my eggs in the one and go for her as a banker. I have banked her in the pick 6 and jackpots, but I did cover her in the bipot because, as I said, if you go past her, it looks like a field event. So I did cover in the bipod, because once if we get to the last leg, I'd rather we have some strength there.
Yeah, okay. And she's tried the 18 before, Lana, whereas Miss Twinkle hasn't. She's trying it for the first time, so we'll see how she does. But that's our recommended trifecta. We're shouting home, Alana. So this is a Class 5 handicap, and the starting stalls are now at the 1600 meter mark. We've only got 2 more races to go. Don't forget about our weighted to win WhatsApp, 069 164 3272. Join us so we can get the information to you ASAP. And if you haven't opened your Betway account, be sure to do so by using that QR code. If you're watching on channel 240, you'll see it. Scan away, open and play. So punters, of course, with Blue Voucher. Don't forget you can get your account topped up through Blue Voucher, which has got more action and less admin. When you see the horse ready to fly, don't miss the gate. Grab a Blue Voucher from any retailer, petrol station, or your bank app, top up instantly and bank the winner. Favourite here, number 2, Spana Rafi, tops the boards, is 14-10. I won his last start and he won quite confidently too. Number 3, Ultra Quick, 7-2. 5, Town Crier is at 9-2 at the moment. And number 1, Banzai Pipeline, is at 6-1. 10s and better about the balance. I don't see the 1600. The manner that this horse, the favourite one, is 14, Len. I don't see the 16 being too much of an issue.
No, Clyde, I don't think the distance will be an issue. You can't fault him. He's only had the 2 runs. He was a very easy winner of his maiden. But the negative is he didn't beat too much that day. But he can only improve, and I'm sure he's improved since that run. For me, then obviously the 3, Ultra Quick, must be respected. He's a 4-time winner, and he runs well for young apprentice Pillay. And the old man of the race, number 1, Banzai Pipeline, he's been dropping down steadily in the ratings. And I think trainer Garth Fuller may have just found the right race for him to pick up one more before he gets retired from racing. So I would include those 3.
Okay, those are the 3 we're putting into the play. Taking the exactas, boxing them here. 1, 2, 3. Eighth and final, this is a C Stakes, and we're going over the 1400 metres, the last race today, out at Hollywood Bets Gravel here on the Poly. Hopefully it's been a good day for you. Just an update on the market. They got 4-1 the whole field here. Let's see. Number 3 on the card, Imperial Power, tops the boards, currently priced up at 4-1. 1, Kimball O'Hara, has just drifted from 4-1 to 9-2. So is the 2, Ibutu, gone from 4-1 to 9-2. And number 7 on the card, who's next in, who's priced up, was at 4-1, is now at 9-2. Ishi Quishi, that's probably the only horse that shortened, as I can see here, who was originally priced up around 6.5-1, is now 5-1. So they're coming for the Alison Wright horse that Rachel Vennick is riding, Ishi Quishi, who comes into the play and on current form of that kind of claim. The 1.5, 64 is a lot of weight, but Rachel will help that a little bit, and there's some interest in that. But I would imagine blanket over the field, Len.
100%, Clyde. I mean, this is going to be the most open race on the card. And I mean, one can go around in circles trying to make a case for each horse, and you're not going to come up, very difficult to come up here. If I had to choose horses, I would go with 2, 3, and 4, but it's a very, very tricky race. I've included, 6 horses in the place accumulator and 1 field in the pick 6.
Okay, well, it's that kind of race. Use those in the swingers box at the back, 2, 3, 4, and 7. We appreciate all of your time, everybody. We much appreciate it. Thanks to Len for his time too. We're back with Len again when we go racing in KwaZulu-Natal, which will be over the weekend on Sunday.